Oh no. Well, we just had a little blip. That's okay. We'll just edit it in. Here's our situation. If you're a daughter of God, and it doesn't matter what you believe, that don't change reality. If you think of yourself as a daughter of God and God is your father, who in the hell is going to oppress you? Who would it be? Tell me.
I mean, really, I mean, how much better does it get than God being your daddy?
And who would be like,
if anyone, okay, you know
getting
how
one up on you, please.
Any girl out there knows how protective, you know, that they say that daddies are with their little baby girls.
Oh, you know.
Bringing home your boyfriend, you know, just going, you know, for a very innocent, you know, like movie, and the dad is like,
no, not with my baby girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, and you know how God feels about that?
And imagine, yeah, I mean,
go for it, baby.
That's security right there. I mean,
God, my daddy. Hey, who's gonna oppress me? Let's say it together. No one. Who's taking away my rights? Round of applause. That's it. Hello, standing O. Thank you. I feel your love. So to wrap it up for our broadcast today, we really need to
wait.
Oh, hit it.
This isn't just about the ladies. You know.
Oh, gentlemen, I'm so sorry.
Gentlemen, let's just clear the table right now.
Okay,
gentlemen,
table clear.
I'm so sorry what this society has done to you guys.
Ooh,
particularly all my men out there, and especially my being a proud mixed child of my lovely African American mother, and unfortunately he cannot join us, but my amazing Caucasian father,
my husband,
yes, in a stable household. I'm so sorry to all you white guys who have to be literally shit on by the rest of society because
you were born with a difference in skin color and a societal situation. It's all your fault.
I think you guys like have to like make like a counter mobilization, you know? I mean
I got it.
Identity. I mean, if you look at it, like if the society that we're currently living in, we're, you know, doing this all to like Asian guys, we'd be like, wow, what the hell, you guys, you're so racist.
Exactly. Or don't even go there for black men, please.
We're not even gonna go there. I mean, there's been a lot of trash, you know, kind of happening to black people over, you know, the last 100 years and before then.
Exactly.
But I mean, what's this white? What is this?
I don't get it. Maybe I'll fill in the blank.
What happened to you guys?
Yeah, maybe I'll fill in the blank. I think somehow, somewhere, somebody decided that white guilt would work in order to get your entitlements and your reparations passed through. Could I? You may.
Although your point is very valid.
Yes.
Let's focus on just the male part.
Okay.
Because we could go for days.
We focus
on the race issue.
Hit it. Let's go.
But let's just go for men.
Mm-hmm.
That y'all can't be polite to a woman anymore because that's demoralizing and that's insulting, because if you even dare to pull this chair out from me before I put my butt in it, oh my gosh.
Okay.
You think I can't? You think I can't do anything for myself, don't you?
Chauvinist pig. You pig.
I'm triggered.
Okay. She's triggered. Okay.
I need a safe space.
Okay. I'll get you a puppy.
I don't need no puppy.
You just want vengeance?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay. Now we see the problem? Do we see the problem?
And it's like, okay, I have a real bone. I don't even know where to begin. I have so much bone to pick with this.
Okay, start chewing.
Okay. I mean, we have men can't be gentlemanly anymore, which I think that, you know, gentlemanly, you know, we feminists always complain about, and not saying that this is like nothing to sniff about, but are complaining about this rape culture issue that is going on.
Wow.
I mean, if you had more...
I'm being triggered now when you start getting into that.
It's okay.
I'm all right.
I'm right here.
All right.
If you have, you know, kind of like, let's say we have 10% of the culture of rapists, okay?
Right.
And we have the other about like majority, maybe not the full 90%, but the grand majority of the rest of the men are like gentlemanly and chivalrous who care about the women and want to protect them and
Honor,
want to honor them,
respect,
and help them out and make
hmm
sure that they are safe.
protection.
Wow. What
Mm.
is, with this feminist thing going on, or at least, yeah, with all this going on, it's like you guys are totally ostracized for wanting to treat your woman as she should be treated.
Trying to be nice,
Or to,
you're being reprimanded for doing what naturally you want to do as a man.
yeah.
You want to protect, you want to shelter, you want to help and assist and aid. Great training to be fathers, great training to, so I should say to be husbands first, and then fathers with your, daughters, with your wives and your daughters. And I don't know where your apology should begin.
Not only that, you're ostracized, but you're ostracized by the very women who you're probably trying to help or serve or protect anyways.
We don't get it.
What is that?
We don't get it.
I don't understand.
We're trying, but it's really hard.
Does that
I
make
can
sense?
imagine how you guys
Do
feel.
do you guys know what I'm talking about? How many times have you been like on like a little like dinner date or like went dancing, with a girl, and you try to do something nice and
pay for the meal?
Oh yeah, and she's like, no, I got it, or she's like keeps trying to stop you, and it's just like,
how does that make you feel? I mean,
I like to be treated nice.
And I know there's a lot of men out there that want to be nice.
Yeah.
And right now we have a culture of men who are coming out and are being afraid of women because they're afraid of offending. They're afraid of behaving like they naturally want to behave because the women have a knee-jerk, apoplectic reaction to chivalry. And what we're saying is, men, stop apologizing. Do your thing and be men.
Exactly.
And
not only that, I mean, you also have like with guys who continually try to be nice. There have been situations. I think 2 years ago there was a mass shooting in, I believe, California, or somewhere in the West, where a guy basically went on this mass murder of women because he's, all he wanted. He was a young man,
right,
and he just wanted. He was lonely. He always, tried to come up to girls, and, just like ask them on a date or, try to compliment them, something like that. And they always treated him like garbage. And he got to a point where he was just so depressed and so brokenhearted that he's like, all women are evil and I'm never going to have a woman in my life. That's all I just want. And he goes on a mass shooting spree and just massacres just these, random women on the street. Completely innocent people. And it's like,
well,
do we have to come to this point every single time?
Yeah. Well, we know now there's a devil, and feminism is the spawn of the devil.
There's a lot that I can go off on feminism.
I know
I feel like I'm just scratching the
we will be covering this on a regular basis because we see a lot of things going on with modern feminism that at this point in America, especially given the young lady in her hijab who was the organizer of this march, who is a Sharia law advocate and a Hamas member, is the one out there organizing this women's march. Now, what have we got here? We have a stepping stone not only to tyranny, but if you want to talk about the objectification and the fact that you are no longer a human being and now you are property, you can just walk right on into Sharia law. You want to talk about a rape culture where you haven't got the same justice as a man in court? Do you know in the Sharia court, a woman's word and testimony is valued at half of what a man's is? And that if you are raped, literally raped, you need 4 witnesses who saw the act.
4 male witnesses.
4 male witnesses, because a woman won't work. 4 male witnesses, and if the man would confess that he did it, maybe you'd get off. Otherwise, what you just had was an extramarital affair.
Not only that, you may be forced to marry him.
And
think about that for a second.
Yeah, you got to marry your rapist. And if you don't, then you're stoned. Sharia law. Welcome to it, feminists. This is what you're going to get.
Here's my question going off on that. If you guys are so concerned about the human rights violations going on out in the Middle East, like feminists, I'd be really impressed if y'all went out and did something like this. If you guys are so concerned about the kind of injustices that women are facing every single day, I could go on about what, we know obviously, the atrocities,
we'll go into it, but we know.
And things like that. Just even like genital
mutilation
at birth or at infancy for women. If you guys are so outraged about what this is, about this going on, wait.
Hit it.
Feminists, if you guys are so outraged by us, why haven't you guys created a legal coalition of male allies and women, if you guys are successful? Why haven't you guys made a legal coalition to specialize in the laws of these countries and created legal representation for these poor women who have to endure human rights violations and
the humiliation,
literal hell, humiliation for being abused, violated, among so many other things? Why haven't you guys done anything to go out there and help defend your sisters out there?
Yeah, feminists, excuse me, but I don't see none of y'all getting off the streets of Washington, D.C., jumping on a plane and heading over to Saudi Arabia where a woman can't even drive a car. She couldn't have even gotten to your march because she'd had to have her brother, husband, father, son drive her because she can't even get behind the wheel of a Volkswagen. Now, excuse me, that's the very least of it. I don't see none of y'all feminists in Afghanistan. I don't see y'all over in Pakistan. I don't see you in Yemen. I don't see you in
India,
in the Palestinians in state,
in Egypt. Where are you?
Where are all the violations happening of women? Where are women treated the worst?
Hello.
I
mean, really? You guys are such dirty hypocrites. I can't believe y'all are so proud of yourselves for getting up and holding a sign, wearing a vagina on your head, saying, we're going to make a change. We're going to make a change against the president who is a misogynist. Meanwhile, you can spend your energy saving someone's life from a living hell. If you really cared, if you were, instead of going to college for your useless women's studies degree and theater sub-major, minor, whatever, if you really cared, why don't you go and make something happen? Why don't you go specialize in international relations, international law, and learn their language so that when they talk shit about you, you know that you can be able to confront them? Why don't you find a coalition of male allies? I'm sure they're out there, of men
you can find
Arabic
good men that would work with you on
that would be happy to help you. Right. They are out there, and trust me, feminists, not all men are evil. I'm sure that if you really wanted to go out and do something like that, there would be someone behind you.
Yeah.
Why don't you do something for a change?
Yeah.
If you really want change,
stop flapping your gums.
And stop get out of these freaking streets. These streets paid by these fat, old, wrinkly men who are just trying to toy off of your emotions and your stupid estrogen. I know it's stupid for me too. Okay, I don't think I'm not excluded from that.
Okay, well, I'm lucky. I'm past that point.
Okay,
let's go on.
Anyway,
I digress.
Why don't you get out of these streets and educate yourselves? Stop supporting Planned Parenthood because it's founded by eugenicists who think that black people are the weeds of civilization. If you're really so tolerant about racism and really, or I'm sorry, not tolerant, but if you really disagree with racism,
why are you supporting Planned Parenthood? You don't get that.
If you really care about the ethnic people around you in your lives, why don't you really educate yourselves about what really happened in history? Why is Planned Parenthood so popular? Where do they get all this money? If it's like, obviously it's government funded, but why would the government want to fund it?
Excuse me, could I make a little point on this one now?
Go ahead.
Planned Parenthood. Let me explain something, folks. Here, reality check and history lesson. Margaret Sanger, founder of Planned Parenthood, a famous eugenicist whose idol was Adolf Hitler, decided that black people, along with other minorities, were the weeds of society and needed to be weeded out. Why do we see so many Planned Parenthood clinics in black neighborhoods? Do you not know that Planned Parenthood, in the time of its existence, has killed more black people than the KKK has ever done and will ever do? Now, all I need to remind you is that famous case of the doctor, what's his first name after the frog, Kermit so-and-so, that was killing the children, bringing out a live baby, and executing it. And that's what it is. It's execution. It's not an abortion. When you want to kill a child up to the day it's ready to be born, that is murder. Don't kid yourself. And black folks, if you think that the Planned Parenthood is your friend, you better go back and read your history books, because this is the legalized genocide of minorities in this country, and the government up until this point has been paying for it with your money, y'all's money. And you know something else? Hillary would have kept that going. We won't get onto that.
She would have grown that.
She would have
taken that and run.
Oh no, honey.
And you would have never seen her again.
It's one of her idols. So let's just go on with how Donald Trump is going to make your lives miserable. Grow up, get a life, and understand that you're the one that needs to change.
And listen to what stop listening to this mainstream media.
CNN
you
sucks.
Watch his speeches for yourself, okay? Watch and listen for what he really has to say, okay?
Yes,
Don't just take the account of your friends, of mainstream media, because you know that they've lied. You know that they've lied.
They've been lying.
There's so many accounts that they have lied.
And they've been caught. And they've been caught in the lies.
Yeah, you know what? Do yourself a favor. Hey, if you can make it to one of his events, that's even better.
Yes,
Trust me, they're happy to see you. We went to an event and we were
loved it.
So welcome.
Partied. It was wonderful.
And hear him for yourselves, what he is saying, if you haven't done so already.
Treat yourself better. Don't believe what the media is telling you, because they have an agenda to keep you stupid. And you need to wise up and smart yourself up.
Stop being a psychological slave to the system.
Yeah, to the system, because it is the system. And this whole idea of the spontaneity, when you have an old Nazi white guy paying for you to go to the streets, and believe me, some of you sisters out there, y'all got paid to be there. Don't kid me. Y'all know you were paid to be there. So we know. We're not dumb. And this is why Donald J. Trump got voted into the White House. And it may not have been him. It would have been anybody but Hillary, because we got sick and tired of how you guys are trying to entrap us. And we will continue with that discussion in our next broadcast. How right now you have a whole little shadow government out there that's trying to keep you under their thumbs. And we give it a little name called the elites. We haven't even gotten started, y'all.
Stay tuned. It's going to get juicy.
Ooh, and you're not going to want to miss one. So we will keep it going. And between now and then, this is now the dynamic mother-daughter duo. Love you.
Peace. Be well.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.